Hi guys, I'm Stephanie and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you guys one or two tips about how to get the perfect Chinese tattoo. I know a lot of people are obsessed with those Oriental culture or this whole vibe. They think the characters are so mysterious and so cool. And I agree with you. I think that's cool too, given the fact that you have to get it right. Now, one of my favorite tattoo is from David Beckham, this whole tattoo thing. It got beautiful writings, great meanings, and just overall, it's just beautiful. So that's one of the recommendations, or which I think is perfectly done. But some other tattoos are not so beautiful. Now, I have some examples. For example, this one, it means, I don't know, I don't speak Chinese. What does that even mean? And some of these characters are just so weird, it's too big, it's too large, and some of them are even, those are not even correct characters, so they're just weird. In that case, I thought that I'm going to give you guys one or two tips about how to choose your perfect tattoo. Now, number one is a character. Now, you've seen some of the bad examples. You know how important it is to at least get your characters straight. Now, for us, it's really weird because if that character was wrong, like for us, you can't read it. Like, it doesn't make sense to us. And also, it just looked like sloppy work, right? It's not cool at all. Now, the second one is the fonts. I cannot emphasize enough about the font thing. Now, the preferable style would be this calligraphy style or the design style. The worst one is those kind of like almost like a computer written thing that you pull it out and you print it out and you put it on. It's just weird. It's really weird. And not to mention some of the words doesn't make sense as well. So it's really funny. And the other thing is translation. I can't help but notice that some of the foreign friends like to use one characters as their tattoo. And that's perfect fine, that's personal taste, but get that one precise and accurate. Because in the ancient times, we use one character as one word. So it can mean a lot of things, it has a lot of meanings. That's cool. But in the contemporary Chinese, we use two characters combined into one word, and it can have some really specific meaning to it. Now, if you just use one character, sometimes we're a little bit confused whether you are referring to the ancient meaning or the contemporary meaning, and sometimes those two meanings are not consistent. You know what I mean? So it's very confusing, and maybe what we perceived as the meaning is not what you assume that character means. So if that's all cool with you, maybe check with your Chinese friends or post it in the Chinese forum or something. You know, let the netizens give some sort of suggestions or opinions about whether that's a good choice at all before you have it done and regret it later. That would be really awful, right? So that's the selection of the characters. The other thing is translation. Now, I've seen some really, really bad translations. For example, this lady, what the character was trying to say, or the very message she was trying to convey, is when life gave you lemon, make it a lemonade. But the Chinese translation is totally off. And a saying like that, which is a totally Western saying, and it doesn't really apply very well in the Chinese context. It's maybe a saying like that, so Western or so based on your cultures, just go with your own mother tongue language or letters. That works so much better than the Chinese one. Because for us, it's a little bit off. And the other thing I wanted to say is there a safer way to go with that? Now, if you want to avoid Chinese characters, there are some safe ways to choose that. You can go with Chinese painting or some words that take out from the classic calligraphy books. Now, those things often work very well. Alternatively, you can find yourself a calligrapher who specialized in this and ask them to design something for you. I can't help but keep mentioning about Beckham's tattoo because my brother is a calligrapher and he thought that the whole styles of the calligraphy is not bad at all. So it's actually pretty good. With that being said, a good tattoo, especially you are getting a tattoo in a foreign language, is actually a lot of effort. If you want to get a really neat one, and do a little bit of research, you know, ask around, and I hope eventually you'll all get your perfect tattoo. I'm Stephanie, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!